Well, the Safetyline Jalousie Louvre window, I guess it's been engineered to negate any previous problems that you would have with conventional glass-on-glass louvers. So there's obviously a consistent and constant marketplace, normally within the residential sector, where louvers have been available for a long time. But the Safetyline Jalousie Louvre window has actually opened up new marketplaces, mainly because of the reasons why you wouldn't normally use traditional louvers. We've negated those areas. So a conventional glass-on-glass louver, it can leak noise, it can leak wind, water, can be insecure, they can have problems in maximising their span. The Safetyline Jalousie Louvre negates all those problems and those prohibiting factors. It's now being used in non-traditional louver markets, such as multi-storey high-rise buildings, aged care facilities, childcare centres, education sector, all the way through to hospitals and health. So certainly where they weren't traditionally used as a louver, as a current brand, these have certainly opened up new marketplaces. Well, certainly the 4 S's is probably what we'd like to highlight to any prospective clients or design managers or architects. The first being our seal. So we're actually sealed on all 4 sides, where a conventional louver is only sealed on 2. As you can see, there's glass-filled nylon end caps here on either side. You have a brush gasket that runs the full length of the mullion. They're also hinged at the rear, and then you also have a marine grade quality rubber seal here. So what that means is when the product is actually closed and locked, obviously being sealed on all 4 sides is better than 2, but it gives us our huge wind ratings, which are over 8,000 pascals as an ultimate wind pressure, up to 550 PA on water penetration with glass. With aluminium, we go up to 700 PA. And we can go all the way up to 32 RW on acoustics. So certainly, if not the highest in the marketplace for all of those ratings, very, very high indeed. Certainly an added benefit or advantage of our louvers is our span, so that would be our 3rd S. A conventional glass-on-glass louver has a maximum span of 8 to 900 millimetres. We can actually go to 1400 millimetres. So what they would traditionally cover in 2 windows, we can do in 1. And all of those wind, water and acoustic ratings and the security aspect, they're all tested at 1400 wide as well. As far as heights go, once again, because this louver bearer is so strong, it acts as a structural member, so we can go any height you like. And obviously with that width, it opens up numerous more opportunities for the design teams, architects, in order when they're designing a building to enclose winter gardens or balconies or wherever it happens to be. And certainly when you expand our spans as well, we become a very, very cost-effective option. 4th S is probably insect screens. Each one of our louver frames come with a rebate in the back of the frame where we can clip in and clip out fly screens. So it makes it very easy, depending on the application, to clean the blades, clean the screen, pop it back in. We also have fiberglass and aluminium screens as well, so we have an option there. So we've recently run projects with the likes of Meriton by doing obviously a lot of high-rise, multi-storey traditional apartment blocks. Other than the seal, they're also looking at the security aspects. So these louver bearers are actually tested to withstand up to 550 kilos worth of force. So they passed all the human impact tests. The distance between each louver bearer is 106 mils, so it falls within your balustrading code, and also your kids can't fly compliant as well, which means for someone like Meriton or a Parkview or a Brookfield multiplex, they can go floor to ceiling, winter gardens, balconies, wherever you like, and the product is fully compliant and fully tested and certified for those types of applications. So as you can see with this one, we do have both glass and aluminium available. We can also use a PVC if need be. With our glass, we can put any glass that's commercially available into our product. So that's between 6 mil, 6.38 mil and 6.5. A huge advantage of our product is that we can use tints, frosts, laminate glass, low E glass, acoustic glass as well. So depending on the specific requirements, whether it be acoustically rated, thermal requirements, sound reduction, security aspects, safety aspects, we can then put in a specific glass that will meet those requirements. Another huge selling point for our Safetyline Jalousie Louvre Windows is our automation or motorisation options. We use D&H Mechatronics motors, which are actually made in Germany, that are tested to over 30,000 cycles. Their failure rate is something like 1 in 10,000, so it's very, very minimal. but we can hook them up to the BMS. They can be a slave to the BMS, night purge, they can have remotes, we can do smoke, fire, wind, water, temperature controls. We're actually a permanent item with Queensland Education and Catholic Education where they have pinch sensors for all the schools. So if the kids were to put their hands through the blades will open and close very slowly until the object's removed, and then they'll close and they'll lock. So realistically and literally, we can do anything you like in regards to motorisation and automation. So I guess moving forward, the exciting part exciting environment for Safetyline Jalousie to be a part of at the moment is the many new applications that we're finding, both design managers within the DNC area, architectural firms obviously that are using or looking to use louvers and our louver windows in non-traditional louver markets. So when we're talking about high-rise, multi-storey high residential apartments, healthcare centres, aged care facilities, education sector, non-traditional louver markets that now are coming and saying that we can use Safetyline because of their security aspect or their safety glass, their spans, their wind, water and acoustic ratings. Certainly areas where previously or traditional glass and glass louvers would prohibit them being used, we've engineered a product that has negated all those problems, and hopefully we can find new and interesting applications into the future.